Welcome to Becoming Stella O. I am your host, Stella O, and welcome to Can I Get a Refill series. So I know you're probably like, Stella, where have you been, girl? Where have you been? It's only been some days, okay? Your girl needed a break. I needed to refill myself, okay? So I can be able to be the best version of me or be a better becoming Stella O version of me. So guess what? Give me that grace. I needed it. So today we're going to be talking about never giving up and the power of persistence. So, have you ever felt like just giving up? I know you have, because I have. I have thought about, felt like giving up so many times. I can't even count. Your thoughts or what you do, what you say. You're like, I'm done. This is too much. I didn't sign up for this. I'm not going to be doing this. You didn't tell me what I will have to be dealing with. I'm done with this. Like the obstacles that you have in front of you are just too big to overcome. I'm like, okay, so I went into this expecting this, to do this, but then I have to deal with this. I wasn't ready for that. But what if I told you that the power to achieve your dreams lies in never giving up? See, when I think about that, I think about Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt, quote unquote, the fastest man in the world today. But who was Usain Bolt before Usain Bolt was known across the world? He was just somebody who was like me and you. But he had a goal. He had a passion. He had a talent. He had a gift. But nobody really knew he was, but he believed in himself. But he used to be losing his races. I read this years ago, way back. I'm paraphrasing it loosely, but he got tired of losing. He started working on his craft. He started working on his weakness. One thing I do know, anybody who's into sports, I am. His weakness is coming off the blocks. He comes off the blocks so slow. If you watch it in slow motion, he's not good at coming off the blocks. But he is still the fastest man in the world. He worked on that. But then he also kept on working on in the areas that he was weak at. And probably he perfected even his areas that he was great at. So that overtook his weakness. So that has always stuck with me, and I use it for myself a lot. What if Usain Bolt just gave up and said, I'm done. I've been doing this for so long and I just don't see any improvement. But he stuck with it. He changed his routine. But he was persistent. He never gave up. It's not about how many times you fall, but how many times you get back up. He fell and fell and fell. He trained for years and he failed. And he trained for years. He trained for years for a couple of seconds on the track. Who does that? There are many people who do that because he knew what he wanted to do and he knew what he needed to achieve. And he never gave up. He kept on doing it. He kept on getting back up. He kept on finding a different way to go ahead and say, I'm going to do it this way, and I'm going to do it that way, and I'm going to do it this way. How many times have we got up? I even asked myself, like, Stella, you're giving up on this? Like, how many times did you try? Did you try this? Did you try that? Did you try this? And it hurts when you fail because you feel like you are a failure, right? But it is inevitable, I feel like. Failure is part of life, but it's you getting back up. Every setback is just a setup for a comeback. TKO, pop. I mean, who doesn't like an overcoming movie? When you watch a movie and you see the underdog and they're being pushed down and pushed down and pushed down and pushed down. And the greatest thing is when you see them overcome and they come back strong and you're like, yeah, but they never gave up. They kept on pushing. They kept on getting pushed down and they kept coming back up. And they kept on taking a different route. See, success is not always about how fast you can get there, but it's always about how long you can hold on. Dang. Who's the fastest man in the world? Who has knocked this man out his position? Not yet. The Olympics are coming up, but it's about how long you can hold on. He has achieved something that nobody else has ever achieved. And that title is being held by him. For how long? He's still holding on to it. And I think about Stella. Okay, you're going to give up on this. It could be your breakthrough for you. You could be doing something that nobody else has done. Maybe you are the person to hold that title. Remember, the journey to your goals is it's not a sprint. It's not a marathon. It's not a sprint. And it's not even a marathon. It's your marathon. That's the thing. It's your marathon. You're not in there with everybody else. You're in there with you. You. We are like our worst enemy. But then we are also our best cheerleader. So keep pushing yourself forward. Even when it feels like the odds are against you. See, at the end of the day, when you have support is sweet. It's nice. You need it. But when you're in the bed alone, when you're in situations, your thoughts, no one else is in there in your thoughts, what you're thinking, how you're feeling. You have to be the person who pushes yourself ahead because you matter. Because the moment you decide to never give up, that's when the magic happens. I've been there. I'm like, I almost was going to say no. I was going to throw the towel in. And it's hard. It's hard. You feel like, the easy route. But guess how many people take the easy route? So many. Would you want to just take the easy route for everything in your life? No. Just believe in yourself. Trust the process. And never lose sight of your dreams. It's like working out. Like today I did. It's a mindset thing. Today, I would say in totality, I did, 6 miles? And you have to fight against that. Oh, I don't have time. I'm tired. Got a lot going on. The weather. Oh, I feel like, every excuse that you can get. But then you want the results. But you don't want to put in the work. You want the recognition, but you don't want to put in the work. You want to be able to check that off your list, but you don't want to put in the work. You have to put in the work. You can't give up on you. And that's what I tell myself every day when I get up in the morning. It doesn't matter what happened last night. An hour ago, I get up and I sit in my bed before I get off. get off my bed to wash my face, brush my teeth, and I have that moment with God. And I'm grateful I have another day. And I believe in what I'm going to do today. And it's going to be good. And if it's not going to be good, I'm not going to sleep with that regret of it's going to be a bad day. I've done it. And it eats you away. Just trust the process. Every day is not always going to be a good day. It's not always going to be a good day. You're not in a fairy tale. You're not in a movie. It's not always going to be a good day. It is life. What do they say? Life be lifing. Those words, life be lifing. And that's it. Sometimes I have a bad day and I'll just laugh it off and I'll move on. But believe in yourself. The process is just, you have to go through the process. And that's just it. So never give up on you. Never give up on us. Never give up on yourself. And be persistent in what you believe in, what you want to achieve in life, and what you feel like belongs to you. Do what you want to do, no matter what the obstacles are. And make every day a better day for yourself. Thank you for listening in. And make sure you subscribe to Becoming Stella O. Until next time.